Well, it wiped its feet, but it's disappeared.
Ben Wollaston was making a very interesting argument today, and I fully believe him, actually. He was basically saying, without using these exact words, that in modern professional snooker, breaking off is a liability.
Yeah, well, gone are the days of winning the coin toss at the start of a frame and at the start of a match, and breaking off yourself to try and gain an advantage. You're desperate to win that coin toss nowadays to let your opponent break. I think for the reasons highlighted, that so often that lone red pokes its head out and so often you knock it in. But I always feel as well that if you let your opponent break off first, if it goes the distance and goes to a decider, they get the break, which means you may get first chance.
17.
And at this level, any edge you can get, you take. Hard shot this, bridging over. No pot, but he has got position.
Zhao Xintong, 17.
Bingham will be delighted. He's only cost himself 17 points there.
Yeah, I just wonder if Stuart's got an angle on this red to pot it and send the cue ball off some cushions into the main bunch of reds. It's a free shot. I didn't fancy it. I just felt with the black being over the corner pocket, if he could have played that, he may have done.
As it's turned out, a really good angle on blue.
Six. Seven.
Of course, in going into the pack, Bingham has to be careful not to nudge a red onto the black and pot the black illegally.
Yeah, and that's his concern. He's got to catch the main cluster pretty perfectly to hold the cue ball in open play, which is why he's quite reluctant to go into them from the blue.
12.
With the black being over the corner pocket so close to it, I suppose there's the opportunity to maybe come off the side cushion in potting the black, try and get into the reds, but even that shot is not guaranteed. That's what he's looking at here. You've got to pot the black quite specifically. That would be my choice. Get the cue ball over that side. Just about okay. Yeah, it was a much bigger target going into them from that angle. And he's cursed if he's not on a red. Okay, cue ball has drifted close to the side rail, but at least have a pot at something.
Yeah, body language when those reds split told us he wasn't perturbed. Mind you, playing from the cushion, that wasn't easy. It was a really good shot, and now he's banging. Bingham's had some really good wins over Zhao Xintong, not on massive occasions, but in big tournaments. Had a couple of centuries in beating him 4-1 in the World Grand Prix in 2019. That same year, he beat Zhao 6-1 in the UK Championship. And what about the quarterfinals of the Welsh Open in 2019? Bingham again prevailing 5-2.
You know all the hot spots and the cold ones. Own it with the Chevrolet Trax.
Let there be ideas too big to stay ideas, and the software to make them soar. Let there be anything. Autodesk.
Obviously, Zhao was a very different player then. But there's still notable wins.
That is 3. $38. 39. $46. $47.
So just the two reds in open play with high value colours will be enough for Stuart Bingham. And it's a visit that he's really manufactured himself. Okay, the miss came on that black to right corner from Zhao Xintong. Left himself quite awkwardly on it, but Stuart then had the problem of getting the reds open, and he opened them perfectly. This game, you live and die by your decisions out there, and it was a great decision from Stuart
60.
to send the cue ball over the right side of the table to pot the black and use the angle off the top cushion to go into the reds. It was a much bigger target that way.
That should be enough. He's 51 ahead with 43 on, so 2 snookers needed.
68.
Of course, if this red goes in, all debate is quashed. So will Zhao continue? I think it's worth his while to. From Bingham's reaction, maybe he thought that red just drifted out slightly there. Yeah, we say 2 snookers, 2 4-point penalties, 2 reds, 2 blacks, and all the colours to force a respotted black, but there's always the possibility of a free ball.
Yeah, and it's always a good idea in playing safe on the final red when you require snookers to leave the red in one half of the table and try and get the cue ball over the other half. It just makes the line of colours down the table a much bigger target for the snooker. Oh, what about this for a shot?
Well, getting the snooker was nothing short of outstanding. He would love to have taken the left-hand side cushion away from Bingham. Didn't quite do that.
Yeah, but Stewart wasn't able to do too much with it for fear of missing the red, and what it has done is present a great chance now to lay a tough snooker. Love to get that red ball close to a baulk colour. Yeah, it's not bad, but Stewart does have the one cushion escape available to him. You play it on the cautious side here. Under no circumstances do you go close to the blue. You play to miss it this side, the red, if you're going to miss it. Good shot.
Can tell you the last match of the day on table 2 is now underway. Oliver Lyons and Zhao Xintong in the early stages of frame 1.
Again, another great attempt. Another very well played shot. Great control of both cue ball and object ball.
And I think, Stephen, that's his most troublesome snooker so far.
Yes, certainly, because the one cushion route isn't available to Stewart now. It's going to have to be the two cushion. And again, he'll be playing this cautiously. Quite a slow pace, I would imagine. Just to completely take out any free balls. Well, there's one. And a good chance for another here. I'll tell you what, Phil, this frame is not over yet.
Zhao would have loved a little flick on the pink. Yeah, the other worrying aspect for Bingham, if Zhao does get the required penalty points, look at the table. They're all there for him.
Yeah, it was an attempt at in or over for Stuart Bingham there. Doesn't mind sending that red over a pocket. Just try and force Zhao into potting it.
There's also a unique pressure when you've had a frame basically won, and suddenly the outcome is in doubt. Bingham would really hurt if he lost this frame.
Yeah, he played a really classy safety shot there, actually, Stuart Bingham. Just to try and take back control of this frame. Got the chance again here to play a telling safety.
We're seeing here that Zhao is not just a one-dimensional potter and break builder. Ball run with a capital B and a capital R. What a way to secure the frame. What a fluke. Look at this. He could stand there all day. To pot the red, extraordinary, especially at that very accused angle. Well, well, well. So Stuart Bingham, Lady Luck on his side, looking good.